Hi, Emily here, nutrition and wellness coach. Today, I wanted to take a moment to talk about sleep hygiene. So I feel like it's super common to hear people complaining about, oh man, I slept terribly last night, or I tossed and turned, I could not fall asleep. Insomnia has kind of become like a buzzword recently. Um, and I just hear about all of these different sleep supplements, whether it's taking like gummies, edibles, or melatonin, all these different quick fixes. So I wanted to take a look at getting to the root of the problem with solving using sleep hygiene or like good, healthy sleep habits. So the first one is just being really knowledgeable of when you're ingesting caffeine. So it is such a part of mainstream society in the United States today to wake up and grab a coffee, have a coffee around lunchtime. Some people having coffee around the end of the workday to then fuel them through all of whatever their after work activities are. But that caffeine really adds up. The half-life of caffeine is about 5 hours. So 5 hours later, half of that amount of caffeine is still in your system. So this goes on. And if you're having a ton of coffee, or even if you think about a latte with 2 shots in it, if you have a latte with 2 shots at noon, then at 5 p.m., it's as if you have one full shot of espresso fresh in your system. So that really adds up. And caffeine has been proven to physically increase heart rate and rate of breathing. Another thing to think about is blue light with all of the screens that we're surrounded by. If you can't avoid being with around blue light, having that screen time on, then maybe get some blue light glasses. Otherwise, if you can download an app to minimize the blue in your screens, or even use a nice natural softer light bulb or red light bulb, that can really help. The blue light messes with our circadian rhythm and prevents the body from producing melatonin. And so we're taking all these melatonin supplements, all these different supplements to help us sleep, but we really don't need to do that. The body produces its own melatonin based off of this 24-hour cycle of light and dark. The next thing is to just have a good routine. The body loves routine. And so if you're doing the same things at around the same time every single night, your body will start to settle down and get into relaxation mode without really having to force it. So to go along with this, trying to pick a steady bedtime that you can maintain on weeknights and weekends, along with a wake up time too. I know it's the best feeling to get to sleep in, but ideally, with proper sleep hygiene, on the weekends, you'll wake up at that same time you set your alarm for on weekdays, but without an alarm, because your body will just be in the routine and naturally will be awake and ready to start the day. Another thing I recommend to maybe put into that bedtime routine is a cup of herbal tea. Make sure you're going for caffeine free and not decaf, because decaf teas can still contain trace amounts of caffeine. It means that there was caffeine in the tea and then it was removed. Whereas caffeine free teas never had any caffeine in them to begin with. So here, peppermint is a great option, lemon, berry, um, ginger, any of those flavors coming from a plant or an herb or a fruit are really great. You can go above and beyond in terms of using tea to relax. If you go for specific plants that have been proven to help the body relax and settle down. So an example of that would be chamomile. Another would be holy basil. Holy basil is an adaptogen, so it actually has a ton of incredible properties where it can actually fight stress in the body. It's known as a natural stress reducer. But with holy basil and any adaptogens, you have to be really careful because since they work at this neural level, affecting neurotransmitters, they can interact with different daily medications. So if you're on any daily medications, check with your doctor before incorporating holy basil tea or any other adaptogens into your daily routine. The last suggestion for good sleep hygiene that I have for you today is using essential oils. A nice calming essential oil like lavender can go a long way. So you can use a diffuser or even, include some lavender with a bunch of water in a spray bottle and just spritz your pillow before you go to bed, and inhaling that scent of the lavender, the pure lavender essential oil, that'll help with calming down and relaxing to sleep. You also can dilute the lavender in a carrier oil and apply it directly to your skin. Self-massage is really great. It's a great routine to self-soothe and calm the body before bed as well. Just make sure if you're applying it directly on your skin that you first dilute it, because lavender essential oil can be really irritating if it's not diluted. What other routines do we have at bedtime? Is there anything else that you use that helps you calm down, and settle into a bedtime routine so that you can fall asleep easily and wake up feeling rested? Please share in the comments and reach out if you have any questions. See you next time.